This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, good morning. Am I audible to you, online people?
Yes, Kumar.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Morning.
So
are.
anyone has any questions, please let me know. So I was at where I was. What's the AWS service previously, which was completed? AWS CLI, command line
CLI.
interface. Anyone has an opportunity to work on it? I'll go for next 5 or 10 minutes. 10 minutes on AWS CLI. Okay. So then I'll jump into IAM. Anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions on IAM? Sorry, on CLI? Command line interface is nothing but you are the person who's going to work on command line interface, especially when you go for Linux. Okay, so AWS is providing a mechanism whenever you run the command in whichever output you want. You want to read the JSON, what do you want to do? All these things AWS is providing you. Okay, anyone has any questions? So for your example, so how do you go for it? So AWS space CLI space S3. If you want to work on AWS S3, you click on this AWS S3, and AWS S3 provides you a lot of commands. Like for your example, I would like to go and copy. For your example, copy. What is the command for copy? And there is a syntax here. Example. So what is this one? AWS S3 copy the local file, which is a file, and it has to move it into AWS S3 bucket text.txt. Okay, so this is one of the example. Take any file. Take any file. Like for your example, I would like to move some file. See, important. I want to move this Kumar1 file. Slash Kumar1 file. Control A, Control C. If you want to copy it to AWS S3, see, copy this file. Copy this file from local system to what is the bucket name? Maybe I have 1303-2019 one bucket, and I want to go and make this file as, what is the name of this file you want to go for it? This kumar.txt file has to convert into Dikshit kumar.txt file. You can make it, you are the owner. This is the source and this is the destination. So you can just copy this one and open AWS command line, and access key and secret key are already stored. So just right click, enter it. That's it, uploaded. So let's go to AWS S3, log into AWS S3. Okay, you go and click on S3. What is my bucket name which I pasted? 1303. So 1303 2019, and there will be a bucket called as, what is this? Is it clear? And what is the date and time? January 23rd. Is it clear, guys? January 23rd. Anyone has any questions? Anyone has any question? You are the owner. You are the owner. Let's go for it. I'll take one more example. Sir, I don't want my AWS CLI is responding on JSON. I don't want JSON. I want YAML. I want table format. Then you go and click on AWS space CONFIGUR configure. Access key you provided, secret key you provided, region you provided, output is equal to YAML. Let's see, YAML will work or not. Let's see. So I will use one more command. So go back. I'll use one more command. Let's take an example of EC2. I want to get all the security group names or anything like that. Describe. Describe instances. For your example, let's see. Okay, describe instances. What is the syntax of describe instances? It supports, what are the supports? JSON, text, and table. I provided YAML. It may not work, but let's see. Example is, this is the one. Anything, whatever you can do it with console. Now you can do it with management console. You can do it with AWS CLI. You enter it. Let's see what is output. See, wow, it worked, man. YAML format. Okay, is it clear, right? YAML format it provided me. You can write it in JSON text. Okay, YAML table format. Everything is supported here. This is the way AWS CLI is there. Whatever you can do it with your management console. Whatever you can do it with your management console, you can do it with CLI also. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions, sir? You are the owner. Please do a lot and lot of practice. Kubernetes is all about commands. Okay, try to understand when we go into the Kubernetes level, try to understand all are related to commands. All, literally everything. So you start because you should get a habit of start working on command line interfaces. Kubernetes is all about commands. Tomorrow administration Linux is all about commands. Keep it in your mind. Anyone has any questions on CLI? I am done. I would like to move into next topic, that is IAM, Identity Access Management. Anyone has any questions?
Kumar sir, in
Yes.
CLI we use the access key, right? And
Mhm.
we have secret key as well, right?
Yes.
What is the difference between these two?
What is username and password?
My user credentials
Yeah. So you have only user, right? Then why do you require password?
for security purpose.
Then that is what access key and a secret key is nothing but it is acting like a username and a password. Access key in the background is a combination of username and account ID. Secret key is nothing but something like a password.
Okay.
Sachin, Suresh can't hear. Sachin, no, there is no problem from my side.
Yes, sir. Can see now.
Yeah, fine. Okay. Anyone has any questions here? So you run your commands, you get your commands, you are responsible to explore it. Take some task, get this. So you should write a program in such a way that get me all the security group name where tag name is equal to customer is equal to Tata. Read it all these things and take that one and give me the list of all the security group where port number 80 is not open. Is it clear, right? Filtering. All these things you are responsible. Please do it. AWS CLI. So you know what is KMS. I know 95% of the people, I can say 99, but 95% of the people in this room, you know a lot of AWS service, but I don't think so you have practiced anything. Please practice it. AWS is very easy in terms of teaching. I can teach it. That is fine. People understand very good. They give a good rating. Very good. Super. At the end of the day, it is benefiting me, not you. You give me a good rating. Super. Excellent. Taught. After 2 months, what is S3 bucket replication? Then you will go and see what is S3 replication. Then it is waste of that. Okay. I should get benefited. I'm very happy. You should also get benefited. Please do practice. Practice. Come with the questions. None of the people are asking the question. There are few girls in the past I've seen daily 4 questions I used to get irritation with their questions. At the end of the day, they are well settled in Deloitte. One girl basically in Bangalore in Infosys. Another girl basically in very neat product based company. It makes me very proud because their interest every day, sir. Sir, Saturday, when are you free? 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Can we meet at 9:10? Sit 9:10, 9:11. I can see that four women coming here. Please take it very, very, very seriously. AWS is easy, but you need to practice it. Go to the depth. I can go and provide each and every AWS service 90%. You have to go up to 100%. That 10% gap, you have to come up and ask the question, sir, this is what is this one, sir? What is this one? Where it will use? Is it useful? Why it is used? You should come with more and more questions. Okay. I am signing off on what is CLI, command line interface. Anyone has any questions, please, 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 please let me know. Is it clear? Do a lot of practice. The next AWS service is advancement of CLI. Can you tell me what is the disadvantage of CLI? What did you identify CLI? What's a big problem with CLI? Anyone? Means what? Not password is not protected. See, I provided access key and secret key. I am running this command. Everything is working fine. Okay, 9 o'clock class is completed. I'll go off. Dikshit will slowly come into this laptop, open that .aws folder and get access key, secret key photo, goes into his home, generate access or provide AWS configuration, provide the same access key, secret key. He will write select star from select star, delete star. It will go and delete it. It's very dangerous. Is it clear?
Security is not there. Security
Yeah,
is
it's
there.
very dangerous. How can you come up with the security? So all kind of security. Again, as I said you in an ascending order. So as an example, S3, you should get somewhere 5 to 6 AWS certification questions. EC2 instance, you should get somewhere 5 to 6 certification questions. IAM somewhere between 4 to 5 questions guarantee. If you don't have this AWS knowledge, you will not get any job. It is very important. It's because what is the reason IAM is important? It is actually providing what is that? Security for your account. If you don't provide proper security into your account, you will be gone. So you should see nearly, I would come up and say 20 questions or 18 questions will come out of 65 questions. 18 to 20 questions will come on only these three services. Any AWS certificate, any. Is it clear, right? Any. And if you go into that one, VPC, you should get C somewhere between 3 to 5. Okay. Is it clear, guys? So welcome to IAM. Sir, what is this? IAM, Identity Access Management. IAM, Identity Access Management. Sir, what is this IAM is all about? Identity Access Management. What is this IAM is all about? IAM is all security for your AWS account. Okay, so there are actually 5 features, 5 topics in IAM which are important. I'll go through those 5. So 5 topics in IAM, Identity Access Management. 5 topics are there. Sir, what is this one? This is actually providing some security to your AWS account. Sir, what kind of security? What kind of security? Okay. Until now in Management Console, how did you log into Management Console? Username and username and password. What was the username? Mail ID. What is mail ID is having an access? Mail ID is nothing but root account. Root account means super admin. Okay. So think about, I created a company called as Infosys company. Dikshit has joined. So I created an AWS account. I am Infosys company. I provided kumar@infosys.com is an email ID I provided. Happy. And I created a root account. Now Dikshit has joined my company. Dikshit is asking, sir, how do I log into AWS account? How do I log in? I cannot go and provide root account access key and secret key. Let us assume Dikshit is a very, 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 very close friend of mine. I'll give you array. User is kumar@infosys.com. Password is equal to kumar123. Okay. This guy joins, that guy joins. Now 10 people join in my company. How do I go and provide you access? How do I go and provide an access? And let us assume I provided a same username and password. This guy slowly log into this one, right click and delete the server and keep quiet. Who deleted now? Who deleted? Everyone are logging with same username and password. Hey, who deleted? Everyone will keep quiet. What should I do? The first thing, with the help of IAM, I can create individual username and password and provide permissions. This guy is a storage guy. This guy will have only permissions on S3. This guy is an admin. He will have only permissions on EC2. I can define who your username and password and what are the permissions you require. All these things with IAM. Is it clear, right? IAM. There are 5 features are there. Pretty simple. So let's log in. What are that 5 features? You go into IAM, Identity Access Management. Okay. So if you go and click on IAM, there are certain things which are here. All these things we will talk about. Okay. The first thing which I would like to log in or show you is, what is this? What is that? Users. Now I want to go and provide. I am Infosys company. Now I am going to hire some AWS admin. I am going to hire AWS admin. So what should I do right now? I should go and create a user. Array, Dikshit is a user. Basically, Arun is a user. Sandeep is a user. I want to create a users, right? Individual AWS users. You can go for it. So what should I do? Users. Let's go and click on it. So be careful. I am deleting almost all the users as things. So I have only one user, DevOps. DevOps person login with my account. Actually, okay. So what should I do? I'm creating a user. Let's go and create a user. Create a user. User. I'm taking an example. What is that? Dikshit is a user. Now tell me, see what is that one? Enable console. Who is Dikshit? If Dikshit is an admin, then he should have username and password to log into management console. Dikshit is not an admin. So what should I do? Dikshit is a developer who can write a program. So Dikshit don't require management console username and password. Dikshit can only generate access key and secret key so that he can write a program and do it, right? Who is he? Now Dikshit, you can say enable console access. What is the custom password? Dikshit password is equal to KELLY123. Okay, next time Dikshit login, he has to change the password to, click on next. I am not adding any permissions right now. I'll click on next. I'll go back here and create a user. That's it. User is created. Okay, what's a username? Dikshit. What's the password? 123. Okay. I don't know how many people know about this one. This is real time. I don't know why. 1 minute, sir. I'm going to give a complaint. 1 minute. Okay, so how, see, let's talk about one very, very important stuff. So when you are logging into AWS account, what is the username you are providing? Gmail username, right? Is it unique in the world or not unique in the world? ఇప్పుడే కాదు అది చూడండి బాస్, అది ముందటి నుంచే పెట్టండి, కరెక్ట్ చంపుతున్నాయి. Okay, So email ID is unique in the world. Yes, very good. What about Dikshit? Dikshit user is unique in the world. Yes or no? No. Then next time, how do you log in? You're asking username. Username is equal to Dikshit at the rate of gmail.com, which is unique. But here, what is the username? Dikshit. Dikshit is unique in the world? No. That is the reason. Keep it in your mind. You have another, what is this? For child users, okay, for child user, the URL will be different. So in real time, you will log in like this. In real time, you will never log in with AWS management. www.awsmanagementconsole.com. You will never log in. You will be provided with a URL. Child users. Sir, where is that URL is present? How it is creating generated? Where it is there, sir? How it is generated here? So okay, you go back here and click on this dashboard. So what happens? This is the URL for your main account user, root user, AWS management console. Non-root users, child users, you have to log in like this one. So what will be when you log in into your account, right? What do you see? https:// and you will see your AWS account ID. You're having account ID, right? Account ID dot sign in dot AWS. And there is also one way. What is this one? Edit. You can change the name. I change account ID to what is that? I created this account 12 years back ago. Happily, I got what is that? Kelly Hyderabad. The URL is what is that? http:// kellyhyderabad.com. You can also click on edit and you can provide some name which is unique. If it you cannot go and provide again Kelly Hyderabad, it will say the name does not exist, but you can change it. So this is the child user. See, sir, I created what is that? I created a user. Who is the user? Dikshit. And how do I log in? This is the use, basically the way Dikshit will log in. I will go here. I'm opening in Mozilla or okay, paste it, click on enter. First time you will see I did not log in and it is asking, every time it was asking username and password. For the first time it is asking, please provide your account ID or alias, IAM user and password. It is not asking root account access and secret key. So account name, or you remember account name is changed as Kelly Hyderabad, alias, just alias. What is the username? Username is what is that? What is password? Kelly 123. Dikshit is logging and you click on next. Now it will ask, what is that? What is your old password? KELLY 123. What is the new password? KELLY 1234. KELLY 1234. And he provides his own password. So he will not mention. You go and click on. So this is the way. What happened? Dikshit has logged in. Is it clear? Dikshit has logging. What is the permission Dikshit has? What is the permission I provided to Dikshit? Huh? What permissions is there to Dikshit? Dikshit can do what? I did not provide any permissions for Dikshit. Dikshit will feel like a hero. Now he'll say, now I'll go and click on it. See, this is the beauty of AWS. He clicks on EC2 instance. None of the things he has a permission. Forget about creating. He does not have any permission to see. How many EC2 instances are there? Instance, how many? He can't see. He clicks on it. I want to go to the EC2 instance. He can't see. You are not third. He'll come up and say, oh, EC2 is not there. I'll go to S3. He'll click on S3. Is it clear? How can I control your accesses using IAM? You were in a root account, you have unlimited permissions. You are the owner of your account, you can do anything. But in real time, in your organization, you will be not provided like this, and you have only certain permissions. So who will govern that certain permissions? Your admin will govern. They will create your username and password. They will provide you only certain permissions. Apart from that, you can't do anything. Anyone has any questions before I go for it? Anyone has any questions? Is it clear, guys? Online people?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Yes. Okay. I can define what I want. So I'll tell you about the permissions. I don't want to go and provide right now, but later point of I can come and specify. Dixit is a storage guy. I'll provide a permissions on S3, Glacier, EFS. Only work I can work on storages. Nothing EC2 he cannot touch. He cannot do anything. I can govern your policies. I can govern your permissions in IAM. And in real time, you will log in like this, not with management console. You will be given a URL and you will click on a URL. And in product based company, it is slightly different. In a product based company, it is slightly different. Even if you will not log into this one also. You will log into your company URL, www.google.com or www.infosys.com, and then there is a link. You click on that link, it will be different. We'll talk about it, why they will do like that. So anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions? Clear? How do you create a username? So let us go through the properties of that particular user. I created a user, so let's go to IAM. So you go into this user. User is Dikshit. You go and click on Dikshit. Now you see the properties of Dikshit. So I think you hope tomorrow in AWS S3 bucket policy. Have you done any practice on S3 bucket policies? Please do AWS S3 bucket policies. S3 bucket policies, you go for it. Principal is equal to star. Instead of that one, I want to go and provide only Dikshit permission. I have to provide, what is that? ARN, Amazon resource name is equal to, you just mention ARN AWS IAM principal user Dikshit is equal to star. It is there. You remember, I did not provided you that capabilities, but what is this one, sir? What is this one? Enable without, what is MFA? What is MFA? I said you. Now today I'll explain you the demo. What is MFA? Full form?
Multi-factor authentication.
What is that, sir?
Multi-factor authentication.
Multi-factor authentication. Good. What is multi-factor authentication? Now it is the correct time to provide a demo. Sir, what is the username of Dikshit? What is the username of Dikshit? Dikshit. What's the password? Kelly1234. I created Dikshit username and password. I am an admin, but I don't like Dikshit. One day I will see his end man. I'm thinking like that. And now I provided username and password. He provided Kelly1234. Some way I'm able to do. I know the Dikshit username and password. What are the things I can do now? I can log in with Dikshit username and password, delete some servers and keep quiet. In cloud trial, what name will come? In cloud trial, it will come up and say Dikshit login and deleted the system. No, sir. Why do you want those kind of mistakes? Now, even anyone in the world cannot log into Dikshit because you have multi-factor authentication. What is multi-factor authentication? Don't take it very, very seriously. I'm just joking it. So this is multi-factor authentication. What is that movie name, man? Telugu movie, Junior NTR will be there. Sukumar is the director. Yeah, let's take an. Okay, let's take an example. Here is the one. If you are asking, yes, good. I don't know. Yeah, if you see here, right? I don't know whether this is the movie or not. Need to turn ideas into real world. What is multi-factor authentication? Any kind of an authentication. You have pin board authentication, satellite authentication, but all are multi-factor authentication. So let's take an example. See here, this is multi-factor authentication. Okay, this is multi-factor authentication. And he will get a, see, he will get a authentication code, that second one, password and then authentic code, both the things you need to enter. Same demo, let's go and provide you right now in front of you. Okay, now I want to make sure Dikshit password cannot be hacked by anyone. So what do you do? That's a very, very, very good one. So what do you do? I am opening the camera. I don't know whether you people can see me or not. If let's see if you are able to see me. Online people, are you able to see me?
Yes, Kumar sir. Yes, can able to see.
How do I see you, man? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you can see me, right? So
Yeah.
what do you do? Very simple, sir. You can do it. I'll provide a demonstrate now only. What do you do? Open your mobile. Okay, open your mobile, and in the mobile, go and install an app called as Google Authenticator. Okay, go and type Google Authenticator. Is my system in my laptop. So go into Play Store and install Google Authenticator. Let me open Google Authenticator for you. Okay, so when you open a Google Authenticator, I don't know whether you guys are seeing or not. So Google Authenticator will be open, and then what do you do? After Google Authentication, you have a plus mark in the below. So what I will do, I will ask Dikshit, can you click on a plus mark? So when he clicks on a plus mark, it will ask you two questions: scan for a QR code or set up a key. So what you need to do, I want only Dikshit to log in, right? I'll in this one, if you see here, right, enable. So you just go and click on it, enable multi-factor authentication. Click on enable multi-factor authentication. Okay, what is the device name? I think the UI got changed. That's good. Okay. Okay, so if you go back and say device name is Dikshit. Okay, I want app. Click on next. Now what is it is happening? Install a Google Authenticator app, and it is asking QR code. Click on this QR code. Then what do you have? Scan for a QR code is there. Just click on scan for a QR code. Now it will ask you to scan for a QR code. So it will open your, what do you call it, as camera, and it is showing a plus mark where to scan. Just scan it. That's it. When you scan, what will happen? One number will come here. Okay, now the one number will come here, sir. So what do you do right now? I'm stopping my camera. So what will happen right now? The number will come. That is a password. So what should I do? The number should be entered 2 times here. So let's take an example. What is the number right now? If I scan it, 60152, this one. This is nothing but a password. Will change every 30 seconds. So even Dikshit cannot remember it because it is changing every 30 seconds. That is multi-factor authentication. So one password I entered, wait for 30 seconds, another password will generate. Okay, another password is 804928 and add multi-factor authentication. That's it. Now Dikshit is enabled with multi-factor authentication. See the beauty. Now Dikshit has logged in here. Let us sign off. Now you see, no one in the world can click on it right now. I log in back. I want to log in as Dikshit. KELLYHYD is my account. Dikshit. And what's the password? KELLY1234 is a password. Now you'll say, I am logging Akshay Dikshit. Slowly I log in. What it will ask you? What is that it is asking? Multi-factor authentication. Where is multi-factor authentication is present? Only in Dikshit mobile I'll enable it. Only he knows it. Only he can enter the password. He cannot keep it in your mind. So what is happening? He will go and click on Google Authenticator. there is one password available. He will enter, what is the password? 304895, and then only you can log into AWS account. Is it clear? Is it secure? Is it secure? This is actual way, and keep it in your mind. Multi-factor authentication can be anything, not only mobile. Multi-factor authentication in ICICI, you go and provide 1,000 transaction, click on OK, it will go and provide one OTP number, and then you need to, that is multi-factor authentication. In Reliance, in life term or insurance, when you take it in Reliance, they will give you one small device. Whenever you want to open the password, you open it, one number will come that you need to enter. All things are multi-factor authentication. AWS is providing you multi-factor authentication for the users. For security, once this is done, your account is safe for 99.11 times 9. Your account is safer. Is it clear? Online people, anyone has any questions? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Anyone has any questions? Online people, most of the people are very silent. Please don't be silent, sir. Please ask most questions. So I can enable my child users with multi-factor authentication. What about root user? So you are a root user. Where it is that? Root user can be enabled with multi-factor authentication here, not using IAM. You need to go to Kelly Technologies, and this here for root account you can enable multi-factor authentication. Okay, what is this? Assign multi-factor. I did not provide it because I have a tendency to forget cell phone, or I'll make sure sometimes cell phone is switch off. If that is the case, I don't want anyone, my class should not be disrupted, right? That's the reason why I don't enable multi-factor authentication, but you can enable this multi-factor authentication for child users and master user also. It is mandatory for anyone in the world to have those things kind of capabilities. Is it clear, guys? That is called as a user. So let's go through some property of a user. You know, these details. See, multi-factor authentication is enabled. Okay. Now, who is Dikshit? User. What permissions I gave to Dikshit? Nothing. Do you remember? Now Dikshit is a developer. I am providing a task to Dikshit. Hey Dikshit, copy some files from S3 to EC2 instance regularly. So he will write AWS CLI. For AWS CLI, he needs access key and a secret key. Access key and secret key. If you use root access key and secret key, it is dangerous. So what you can do now, you can go, this particular user can generate his own access key and secret key. See here, Dikshit can go here, and what he can do? Create access key and secret key for AWS CLI. Arey yaar, the complete UI has got changed, sir. Super. Okay. You click on next. So you click on create. Now you see access key and secret keys. Whose access key and secret key is this one? Dikshit. When I use this access key and secret key, what is the advantage? Whatever Dikshit is having permission, only those things it will appear. Other things will not appear. It's not like root access key and secret key. Root access key and secret key is having unlimited permissions. This one, whatever this guy is having, only those things you can do it. Let's prove it. I'll go and copy. Now I'll go and click on AWS space CONFIGURE, enter access key. I'm going to remove the access key. Are Rama. Copy it. Access key, secret key, copy it. Secret key, region, output, everything is same. Enter it. Now where I am, I'm using what? Access key, secret key of Dikshit. Dikshit will be using. He don't have whatever permission he have is only those things he can do it. He wants to list S3 bucket, AWS space S3 space LS. Will it work? No or yes? No. Why? I did not provide any permission. He will go and
Yes.
click on, see, I'll go and get all the details. What will happen? This is the beauty of access key and secret key. This is the correct way of using access key and secret key. You remember I went into security credentials and generated access key and secret key. That is root access key and secret key. You will have unlimited permissions. Very dangerous. If you want to screw your life, use that one. If your manager is not relieving from the company, use that one. He will immediately resign you next day only. Okay, are you able to understand, right? So you need to use your own access key and secret key. The biggest problem or biggest good thing about this access key and secret key is I can make it, I can break it. See, now Dikshit is having what permissions? No permissions. I can just give me one permissions. Now immediately he click on the button, it will not, it will work. There is no need to again configure. So I'll go to Dikshit, and how I'm providing a permissions, I'll not provide you right now. That is something which is important. I'll go and click on add permissions. I'm adding some permissions, sir. Don't worry. I'm adding some permissions. Don't worry. So you go and click on it. Dikshit is provided access. What is the permission I provided? EC2 read only. Now see, sir. Now he will go here. Again, he will run this one. Will it work? No, because now what he will do? See, what he will do? EC2 describe. It will work for him because he is having EC2 read only permissions. Is it clear? He can do only read only. He cannot create anything read only kind of capabilities. Whatever you provide a permissions. Now let's take an example. Now one of our friend come up and say, "Arey, Dikshit is a waste guy, man. Why did you provide it?" Okay, let's simulate. "Arey, man, dangerous. Why did you give it? He's doing a lot of nonsense work in our organization." Click on what is that? Done. Now he'll come. Dikshit will hurry barily. What he will do? He will now and go and click on it. Let's go and describe. What will happen?
You will not have access.
Giving an access is one click. Removing an access is one click for me in IAM. Hope this is clear for you. Anyone has any questions? Is it clear, guys? Anyone has any questions?
Yeah, we understood.
Understood, right? So I can make it, I can break it. I can provide a permissions for him. So that is, so let's go for it. So you go and click on it. Access key and secret key can be generated by Dikshit, and you can use it. Only that access key and secret key you have to use it in real life. Yes, sir. In Linux, there is no difference between Linux and Windows. What accesses? Few access of AWS account. You cannot access to S3 bucket. Yes. What is there? Go and create one EC2 instance in Linux, log in to the Linux operating system, generate access key and secret key of the Dikshit, provide those access key and secret key, run through the commands. There is no difference between Windows and Linux, right? What is the difference? When you are writing any command, it is interacting with your AWS account, with your username. Whatever that permissions is having, it is acting. You log in here with Windows system. I go and click on AWS S3 list. It will not work. Go to S3, go to Linux server and click on AWS space S3 list. It will not work there also. Why it will work? Got it? It is a username and password of AWS account, not system level username and password. Don't get confused there. Is it clear? See here, ARN, console access is enabled, multi-factor thread enabled, access key and secret key is provided, console login is done, created by this one. Now talk about the permissions. I'll not talk about any permissions. We will talk about the permissions tomorrow, but you have a permissions. What is the permission? We'll talk about. I don't want to go and talk about anything. This entire stuff which we'll go and cover tomorrow, which is very, very important. Okay, so that is there. Now what is this one? You remember? See, let's take an example. What is your name, sir? Arun. What is that? Your name? Aditya. Okay, Aditya is there. He joined my company. Your name, sir? Venkat. Aditya is there. Venkat is there. Dikshit is there. Aditya and Venkat are freshers. Dikshit is is an admin. Now what should I do? You three people joined my company. What should I do? Now Dikshit, I provided some permissions, super admin permissions. Dikshit is a separate username I created. Venkat, I'll create separate username. Aditya, I'll create separate username. But when I'm providing a permissions, I have to provide only permissions to read only to you two. So I need to go and provide read only to this guy and then read only to this guy. So tomorrow he will join, he will join, he will join, he will join, he will join. So what should I do? I'll create a user and then I have to search for a permissions. Why should I do that one? Instead of that one, you can create different, what is that? Groups. Admin group, freshers group, okay, developer group, storage group. I can go and create like this one and provide certain permissions to that group. For your example, what is admin group? If I go and add any user to that group, that person will get admin. Storage group, I'll take Venkat and add it into storage group, he will get storage permissions. Is it clear, right? I can do it. I can create groups. Here is the one you can go and create different groups. You can go and create it. And don't ask me how to go and provide a permissions, which is that is called tomorrow. See here, what is that group name? Admin. Then what I can do? I can create my own group. Like for your example, it is all my wish. I can go and provide Kumar ba. Okay, so Kumar AWS training group. You all belongs to this group. Okay, very simple. I'll do nothing. This is what I want to explain you tomorrow. What is these things? I'll just create what is that. One group got created. Then what I can do into this group? Add users. When I go and click on it, then you have, what is this one? Users. You can add the users to the group. Add user. So Dikshit is a user. I want to add him. Okay, and click on add users. That's it. Now Dikshit is part and parcel of this group. This group, what is the permissions are there? Dikshit will get a permission. It's hierarchically. You are adding a permissions to the group. You add Dikshit to the group, he will get the permission. You will add Venkat to that group, Venkat will permit. You will add Aditya to that group, Aditya will get permission. You remove Dikshit from that group, Dikshit will not have any permissions. It's group level. You can provide a permission. That is group. Is it clear? So what is user and what is a group? I did not explain you how a group is getting a permission, how Dikshit is getting a permissions. Not yet. I did not explain you. That is tomorrow's class. Very, very important. Don't miss any class. Yes, sir. Yes, of course. Can a user be in multiple group? Yes. Answer is yes. Yes, sir.
Sir, one question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you have root user and created some of the users, and that user created some operations on S3. So where the cost will incur, sir? In root account or the user account?
Sir, there is nothing called as root account or a user account. Everything is one account. You all belongs to one AWS account. Inside that account, I'm creating a child user. So the bill will come under one AWS account, your user. There is nothing called as root account, child account. It's one AWS account, sir. The bill will come to one AWS account.
Okay.
Who has done that operations? Then in the cloud trial, it will come up and say, Dikshit has done this one, this guy has done that one. Anyone has any questions? So you have a user, you have a group, you enabled multi-factor authentication. Okay, you can generate access key and secret key, use that access key and secret key, whatever the permission that user is having, you have it only those permissions. So if you see here, let us go to some of the properties of that particular user. So you know all these things. You know all these things, that is fine. Permissions, we'll talk about it. Dikshit is added to the group. What is the group name? Kumar AWS group. Tags. Can I add more tags? Dikshit belongs to which company? I can go and add. Array, Dikshit is a Tata company, man. So let's go and add a tag. So what is the tag name? Customer is equal to what is that one? I can add more tags. Clear? Then security credentials. What is security credentials? You know Dikshit URL. Dikshit has generated a password. When did he log in? Multi-factor authentication is enabled. Dikshit can generate access key and secret key. Currently, he is using that access key and secret key. Anytime Dikshit is in danger, Dikshit is a dangerous guy. What you can do? Deactivate and activate it. Anything you can do it for your example. Okay. Now, please write it down. This one. Please write it down. SSH public keys for AWS code commit. Now, what is this AWS code commit? Anyone knows what is GitHub? Anyone knows what is GitHub?
It is a version control tool.
It's a version control tool where you can store your files and everything, anything, code, your files and everything. It's a version control tool. Similar to, see, GitHub belongs to which company? Huh? GitHub belongs to Microsoft company. Microsoft and AWS are jiggery friends, or what is that? Jiggery enemies. Okay, they are completely enemy, right? So that is what GitHub is an open source. One of my favorite person in my life, the person who I admire more than my parents, is the Linux owner. Who is Linux owner? Yeah, Linux turnover. Okay, one of my favorite person in my life. He, wherever there was a problem in humanity, he came up and solved the problem. Okay, one of my favorite person in my life. I have a big photo. I had, not now. My wife was asking why you kept his photo, why not my photo, so I removed it. Okay, so actually I had a very big photo of some 6 people in my life who influenced. Big photo, and my parents photo is not there, anyone's photo is not there. I had this guy photo. Very great person. I don't know why normal people get, if see, that's, it's all about maturity. Why people get influenced with Elon Musk, or basically Apple owner, or what is his name, Bill Gates. Whenever whoever is becoming rich, right, everyone will say, oh, I'll follow him. Whenever he'll become poor, right, Indian people say, ah, that guy, who's the next guy? Man, the person you have to get inspired is with this guy. Actually, he is the person, wherever there is a problem, everything is solve the problem in our life. Actually, he is one of the greatest person basically in my life, I would come up and say. He's a pioneer. So in 1970s, operating system, Unix operating system came into picture. IBM company, HP company started selling operating system as license. So very small. So it was initially free. People were using free. Suddenly IBM and everything say, I'm providing some security and everything. Now it is chargeable. So then people were worried about, are charges, what should I do? Money is there and everything. He was doing his masters. He took one project. Basically, he came up with an operating system. Linux operating system is free for everyone in the world today too. Today Linux system is free because of this guy. Okay, now, okay, so what? So he made it free. Then there was a company called as version control companies there. There is one company, I don't remember that company, like version control, they are going and charging for money. They're saying, if you want version control to charge the money. Again, he came into picture, he created something called as JIT. It's free for everyone in the world. Open source, shit up, open source, everyone in the world. Until 2017, Microsoft bought it. There are 6 to 7 tools. He made it free to the entire world. Wherever there is a problem, he came up and fixed and contributed to the world. The real inspiration is this, guys. Not that idiot Elon Musk. He'll come up and say, and you people are following them, making him much richer. All bullshit. Very good guy, very humble guy. You can just go through his history, what kind of contributions he has done. Linux operating system, see here, JIT, personal life, basically awards. He got so many awards because he was also one of the contributor for internet. How internet works, what, where, and everything. One of the most important person in the century. He was the 17th. I would come up and say rate him 1. Today's people provide a lot of preference for the people who are having money, but I would rate in my life 1. There are 2 people, 3 people in my life, I can make it 1. So one of the person is this guy. Is it clear, right? Why I'm explaining all these things? Because JIT is the product of, now JIT is owned by, GitHub is owned by whom? Microsoft. So AWS felt, Arey, this is very bad. Now Dikshit is a developer. He wants to integrate JIT. He want to do, right? So they have integrated that username Dikshit with some AWS services. That is, what is that? AWS code commit. AWS code commit is nothing but what is that? JIT. But managed by AWS. Code commit is nothing but GitHub only, sir. It's a copy and paste of GitHub. But instead of you store your data in GitHub, which is Microsoft product, now you keep it in where? Code commit. Code commit is nothing but JIT repository managed by AWS. You can integrate Dikshit user with this one. You can create some SSH public keys, and you can also integrate JIT up credentials of code commit of this guy. Is it clear? I'll sign off right now. Tomorrow, don't miss any class, please, sir. Don't miss it. It is very important. And this is repeated class. I'm again repeating tomorrow. Sir, what is repeated? You remember S3 bucket policies? You have a JSON, we provided certain permissions. Similarly, you have IAM policies. Same thing, repeating and important. If you don't know this one, you will not get a job, sir. I'm telling you. So don't miss tomorrow's class. It is important. So fine. Any questions, online people? Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? Okay, guys. I'll sign off right now. Let's see you tomorrow. Thank you.